Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. In this video, I just want to focus on the shorter time frame, on the smaller time frame. In yesterday's video, I think we covered the larger time frame as well, so you can always go and check that if you're interested in the bigger picture. But, you know, there has only been minimal price movement really since yesterday, and we're pretty much just moving sideways at the moment, consolidating just below this trend line there, which I've got on the chart, which is not the most reliable one, given that we only have 3 touch points, but the price seems to be consolidating just below it. And that's, I think, an interesting level to watch. Should we see direct continuation to the upside from here, we should get into this upside Fibonacci zone of $200 plus, yeah, $200, 217, 228. They are definitely some key levels to watch there. Not directly expected to break out directly from here because the movement from the Friday low, yeah, looks unfinished. Looks a little bit as if this correction might be still unfolding. But we zoom in now, take a look. What I wanted to share with you is as well just sort of the overall structure here that's developing. So the idea is that we have either a larger 1-2 setup here, which means we have a 5-wave move up in wave 1 in white, and we are sort of working on maybe an ABC structure to the downside in wave 2. In this case, the lower support region is relevant between $119.65 and $140.58. And then if we see a first impulse, a first 5-wave move up from that support area, it could indicate the start of a 3rd wave rally to the upside, which would be bullish. That means the main support here for this entire, let's say, you could say bullish thesis is at $119.65. So this is really the important bullish support level. Okay, there is a more accelerated directly bullish scenario, you could say, available. It is defined between, or the support for that scenario is defined between $145.80 and $154.29. And here we're dealing with a 1-2 setup in small. So in this scenario, we have a larger 1-2 and a smaller 1-2. And as long as we're holding 145.80, we could see a direct continuation to the upside. That means we have 2 scenarios, both bullish at the moment. Basically 2 different support areas we can watch. And there's a clear pivot that distinguishes between the more directly bullish one and the, well, first of all, short-term bearish one before we could watch for a reaction. And that's the 145.80 level. So it means that here in the upper support region, we have to watch for support. But please note that the move from yesterday's low looks like a 3-wave corrective rally. It looks a bit unfinished, looks corrective to the upside. So this might just be some kind of a B wave. Could still be unfolding that B wave, but could be wave B in the white count. Could also maybe just be the B wave in the yellow count. I mean, the movements are too small to be able to really distinguish between, so it could be this, you know, ABC in yellow of wave 2. Or maybe, you know, this is going to be the larger A wave in the white count or something like that. Because A waves can be 3-wave movements. So if, for example, this ABC pattern finishes and we only get a corrective rally, it might be the white count. So it's more about just, you know, the microstructure isn't so important. More important are the relevant levels. So, but I have no clear confirmation that we've already bottomed here in one of these wave 2s. So the rally so far, or let's say the reaction that we've seen, was simply corrective in nature, which means just a 3-wave corrective rally. And let's dive into the microstructure a little further. Before we do that, quick reminder, today I will update one video or upload one video only on Twitter. You voted for it, and because the community voted, I want to give you the results. So Ondo is gonna be the winner most likely, unless you still want to vote and change the results. You can do that on Twitter, but most likely Ondo is gonna win. So there will be an Ondo video today, later today on Twitter. Just make sure that you follow the correct account. You'll find the link in the description. So let's go back to the Solana chart. If we zoom in a little bit further, you can see that from this top that formed on Thursday, we have 3 waves down. That always keeps the door open for higher. And we had a bounce, but the bounce was also only in 3 waves. So it was an ABC structure in the B wave. So ABC in A. This is even a smaller degree. A waves can be 3-wave movements or 5-wave movements, but most frequently, especially in this cycle, they are 3-wave movements. B waves are always 3-wave movements. Okay, they could be a triangle, but yeah, that is rare. And the move down would be a C wave, but this also looks like 3 waves down. So it might be that this B wave is extending, you know. Bottom line is, once we see a break below this Friday low here at 151.50, it indicates that downside pressure is increasing and we could be working on wave C. And that could be wave C in yellow wave 2 or wave C in white wave A. Hope that makes sense. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching.